I'm with Ranya Malaki Bandak from the Bethlehem Peace Centre. Now, Ranya, what is the Bethlehem Peace Centre?
As everybody knows, in Bethlehem and in Palestine in general, it's a cultural center, mainly for cultural events, plus it's for tourism, for people coming and, enjoying our programs. We are, located in the heart of the city of Bethlehem. It's located next to the Church of the Nativity, which is, the core, for the Christmas events and for all the world. So for me, being working here for the past 20 years, it's not an easy, job, but it's very interesting because each event at the Manger Square, we directly, get involved in organizing it.
When was the place started and why was it started?
Bethlehem Peace Center is one of the Bethlehem 2000 infrastructure projects. After, the Oslo Agreement, there was a negotiation for, the organizing the year 2000 events. So a lot of, European countries funded the infrastructure project in Bethlehem area. So SIDA, the Swedish government, was in charge for, redesigning the area in, next to the Church of the Nativity, the Manger Square. And of course, here it was an old building, and so they thought, it was, some big part of it was like a jail. So they thought, building and having a modern, building for, cultural and tourism events, where people can meet instead of having a jail. Despite, that we have the city center police station is here, in our building, but it's not a jail, it's a cultural center. And of course, we have the tourist, police also in the center to help the tourism. Hopefully, as everybody knows, with the situation now, Bethlehem was the first city that, got the lockdown, and it's since March, end of February, and we are suffering from this coronavirus, thing, since that time, and we are still suffering because there's no tourism, of course. And we depend, in Bethlehem area on tourism mainly on tourism, of course.
What projects do you do here, basically, in a normal year?
In a normal year, we do, have programs for children, for women, for, festivals, workshops, seminars, training courses for, women, children, youth. We have exhibitions, as I said, festivals. And of course, during Christmas, we are responsible for organizing Christmas events. Of course, we are part of the municipality, Bethlehem municipality, so we organize all the events. And this year, during the financial situation that we are all going through, we are organizing the Christmas events this year.
Now, of course, people can come and visit and they can see a model of Bethlehem and nativities. Where are the nativities from?
It's from different countries all over the world, and still getting gifts from different cities in the world. It's crepes from different parts of the world, and we would love people to come and have a look at it. It's a unique exhibition. These crepes from different parts of the world.
Now you're in Manger Square. Is this the heart of the community?
Of course, it's the city center. It's where people can meet and sit, and we are, of course, one of the project that the municipality is working on is the reinventing public spaces. So the design of the Manger Square is gonna change. Maybe the beginning of next year. They are working on redesigning it and having it like the square, the Bethlehem Square, where people can come. There will be a lot of changes in the area, but it's to make people come, it will be more welcoming. Places more where people can sit, shades, different shades. I think there will be a fountain, a new design for the Manger Square. It's funded, of course, by the city of Paris.
Wow. Now, Christmas must be a busy time for you. How far in advance do you have to prepare for Christmas?
Well, this year it was a very, not short notice. Because up till now we are working on some activities during Christmas season, and of course we have another plan. If we can't make it, maybe another lockdown will start. Everybody's saying during winter a lot of cases will, arise. So we think that we are working on programs with, all the precautionary measurements, but still, we have another plan, which is, to record events and publish it on our Facebook page, on the municipality page. This is what we can do now.
What's going to be happening this year, and what happens normally in normal years?
In normal years, we have many activities, like for children, for women, like choirs on Major Square. Here we have a workshop for children, like Christmas decoration, cooking, Christmas, like a tree lighting ceremony. We have the Christmas market, the Christmas Eve events, a lot of events, that we organize every year.
So what's it like for you on Christmas morning after you've planned all of Christmas?
Well, for me, I have, I take a vacation and stay at home to to rest, because it's a very, very, a tiring month. But it's the Christmas, it's Bethlehem, we can't, not get involved, especially my work here on Major Square at the Bethlehem Peace Center. We are like the main event happening here.
Is Bethlehem an exciting place to be at Christmas?
Of course, because Bethlehem is Christmas, and Christmas is Bethlehem, and this is it.
What does Christmas mean to you?
For me, Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I love it. Although, my husband, he hates this time because I spent most of the time at work, but I love this season. I love the decoration, Christmas decoration at home and at work, in the city, and I love, getting, busy with, a joyful season.
What's your prayer for Christmas this year?
Our prayer, to get back to our normal life. Because I think what's before Corona is not like after it. Everything changed for us. We were living really in a blessing time, but now I discovered that we have to be thankful for everything.
There's a lot of families that are needing help this year.
Of course. We are trying to work on, small projects to help children during this season. Hopefully we can manage to get some fund to help these families.
Okay, Ranya, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Paul, and hope to see you next year in a better situation.